Lift your weary head up to the sky. Open up your window, let the sun in, and sing out with your arms stretched open wide. Hello world!
Hello, world.
Oh, hello, Matt.
Good morning, Chloe. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm just dandy.
Chloe, what is that little party hat you've got on there? What's with the party hat?
This old thing? Can you imagine just like walking around with a party hat for no reason?
I mean, that seems like you'd be living your best life if you walk around with just wear a party hat. You know why I'm wearing a party hat? Because I want to.
Because I want to. You're always prepared for someone's birthday, or people will assume you have a birthday and give you discounts and free dessert. But today,
it is
I'm
kind of a
wearing
birthday
party hat because it is Hello World's first birthday.
Yeah. Hello, world. This is officially the year. This is the year mark for Hello World. We've been doing this for a year. Hello Birth.
Hello Birth.
That was the original title for the show, but
we thought about it. We tried some focus groups. They were not into it.
Not into it. Not into it as much as you would think. So yeah, we've been doing this now for I don't know how many weeks are in a year, give or take. 52. 52. This is our 52nd show, give or take.
Yeah. That's pretty incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
We've interviewed so many people.
We have interviewed so many people. We've had a good time over the course of the last year. We're coming up on 2MB's year birthday. I mean, that's going to be not June. I would say, not next month, which is June, because it's still May. It'll be tomorrow. First part of July. Will be the 2MB year anniversary. So keep an eye out for some cool stuff there.
Cool shenanigans all around.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get some coffee in there. I'm running on fumes today. I'm running on a little on the sleepy side. Working a job plus trying to do this is not the easiest thing, and sometimes you have to what they call burn the candle at both ends. Things
are very different from when we started the show, huh?
So much different. I mean, stuff's starting to open up again. People are getting vaxxed.
You don't have to wear a mask at my gym anymore if you're vaccinated.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and same with the escape room. You don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. But here's the thing: it's like okay, you don't have to wear a mask if you're vaxxed, right? Yeah. But we're 100% not allowed to ask if someone is vaccinated.
Yeah, you can't ask for medical information.
So you know who is going to wear a mask at the escape room? This guy.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, I saw some meme that was of the effect of, it's the one where it's the two buttons and the guy's like stressing out about which button to push, and the one button says not wearing, being told I don't have to wear a mask anymore, and then or not wearing a mask because I don't have to because I'm vaccinated, and then wearing a mask so people don't think that I'm a Trump supporter.
Anti-vax,
It's like, oh, which one do I do? No, when I'm outside, I've got the mask that I can just pull down and then pull right back up. So when I'm outside walking about, 100%.
Yeah, and businesses can still require masks.
Yeah, come on. It's just less dirty. It's less.
if we've learned one thing this year, it's just how disgusting mouths are.
Right? Right? Like I know people that they're like, usually I'll get a cold or get flu or something over the course, but they haven't, since wearing masks, none of that stuff has been it's not been as bad.
Yeah. So the vaccine does protect against getting sick and infecting others, but like not 100%. Like it's a very, very, very low chance that you will get COVID if you have the vaccine, and an even lower chance that you will spread it to other people. It reduces the risk of spreading. But it's, it's one of those things of like, I don't know, to me, it's like you have to go the rules of the people that are like the least comfortable in the room kind of thing. Yeah. It's like a courtesy thing to me to like wear a mask.
100%.
But,
Yeah, and it also helps you out a little bit. Like it's a courtesy thing for others, but it also, it's not that bad. It's not. If we've learned
we could avoid sunburn on this half of our face for the whole summer. No one's talking about that. Also, if you have allergies, which part of the reason I'm wearing glasses is because I've been having real bad allergies. There's 20% more pollen this year. My left eye is not happy. Wearing a mask, I found that wearing a mask outside when there's a high pollen count actually really helps.
Oh yeah,
too.
That checks out.
Also, back to the vaccine for a second. If I was going to take my mask off in any state, it would be Massachusetts, because there are more people. So I think, actually I have this pulled up right now. So
we're doing some cold hard world facts.
Numbers.
Fact time.
So 52% of people in Massachusetts have been fully vaccinated, and 65% have at least one shot at this point.
Oh, there you go.
There's only 2 states higher than us. I think that is Hawaii is 66% fully vaccinated. And
I mean, Hawaii, they can't really get away from people trying to it's an island, so they just have to corner the people on a beach just vax all of them.
Oh wait, did I say that backwards? 52% have been fully vaccinated, 65% have been at least one dose. Hawaii's fully vaccinated is lower, but the half vaccinated is higher. There are not very many states that are higher than us at this point.
Yeah.
So we're crushing it.
Massachusetts, crushing it. Good job.
Vaxachusetts, am I right?
High five. Well
Nailed
done.
it.
Well done. Well, I mean, it's starting to get out there. Do you have any Memorial Day plans today? It's also Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
You got any plans today?
Yeah, I am hanging out with people who are also fully vaxxed.
Me too.
Indoors, because it got rainy and all the outdoor plans got canceled.
Yeah, it's a little gross out. Gross out. I mean, I'm glad for the rain because it washes the pollen away. Yeah. But at the same time, it kind of sucks when you want to be outside. After a year, we're all like, let me outside.
Yeah.
Hello.
I went on Saturday. I went to a birthday / graduation / housewarming / getting a dog.
Wow.
Party.
See, I would spread that out and have at least 2 parties. You could get at least 2 parties out of that.
My friend Tessa had a very big year. Her dog is such an angel. His name is Andy, and I love dogs with human names, first of all. And second of all, he just looks up at you. And he's so sweet. He's got these big eyes. And that's how I didn't... That's how I spent a lot of the party. Just staring back into Andy's beautiful round eyes.
Oh, I love that when the dog is just like, oh hi, and yeah, dogs with people names are the best.
Yeah,
are the absolute best.
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I with Annie and Gracie. Like, I'm a big fan of people names for dogs.
Yeah,
because why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Let's see. We've got a great show. I'm excited
We do.
for the people we have on. We've got a few little bits of business to take care of. Things that we normally do here.
All right, well, I gotta take my hat off because it's business time.
It's business time. You can't.
All right, time's over. Business time is on.
1 second here. Fantastic. All right, let's look at it. Today, let's see, this day on, little piece of history here for you today. Very historic day today. May 31st, 1992, the last episode of Night Court aired on NBC.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever watched Night Court, Chloe?
Nope, can't say that I have.
I loved Night Court. I watched Night Court all the time. Yeah, it was really fun. Shion knows Night Court.
Nice.
And she's very excited about it too. She's very excited about it too.
Matt, what happens on Night Court?
So Night Court is just what you would think. It's about a court that takes place in the evening.
Okay.
Harry Anderson, comedian Harry Anderson, plays the lead role of Harry Stone is the guy's name. And Harry Stone, I believe he becomes a judge because he was the only one that wanted the job. Like that, like he's a cut up. He's one of he's the lead of a sitcom, so he's a little irreverent. He's got John Le Roquette is in this show. They're actually doing a reboot,
not
a reboot, as a
reunion.
They're going to make more Night Court, I believe.
Oh,
and John Le Roquette is like attached to the project.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, but yeah, if you get a chance, go and watch some old episodes of Night Court. It's a great show. And then you know the answer to the trivia question, which I know you probably don't because you don't, but I know Shion will probably know this. So today's trivia question is this: Judge Harry Stone, played by Harry Anderson, as I said, was obsessed with what jazz vocalist? That was a bit in the show. He was obsessed with this jazz vocalist. So we'll talk about that at the end of the show. So if you've got those answers, you can guess now, or you can hold on to them. But we'll talk about it.
I'll give you the answer at the end of the show.
At the end of the show. It's also National Macaroon Day.
Wait, macaroon or macaron?
Macaroon.
Oh my gosh. I like both. I don't know why I had to clarify.
No, because they're two different things.
But they're both so delicious.
Yeah, I mean, the macarons, is that
macaron?
Macaron?
It's French. So.
Those are the little brightly colored, they look like little
cookies.
Hamburgers, right? They look like little hamburger buns.
A little toy hamburger.
I am talking, a little toy hamburger. I'm talking about like the coconut,
the coconut haystacks.
Haystacks. That's
what?
Very Midwestern.
You know what's great?
That's very your Midwestern is showing.
Listen, I discovered that most people from New England don't know what a French silk pie is.
Really?
Yeah, every person that I like, my roommate and I have been baking pies.
For those of you
Turns
that weren't
out-
here with us last week, Chloe made French soak vegan. No, not vegan.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
No,
Different.
not
They're
vegan.
different things.
It was mostly
Gluten-free
butter.
and vegan are different things.
Yeah.
And the pie turned out really well. Yeah.
It was beautiful and delicious, and I'm very happy with it. Turns out people are into pie. Whenever I post a pie on my Instagram story, I get like 10 direct messages being like,
people sliding in those DMs.
damn girl, look at that pie.
You're like,
People are into
excuse
pie.
me, sir. Excuse me. How dare? First of all, how dare you?
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, you're right. It was absolutely delicious.
It was a delicious pie.
But
there's
everyone
no
I
better
talked
way.
to who's from New England, I was like,
Mhm.
we made a French soak pie, and they were like, excuse me, what? What is that? I was like, it's chocolate, I guess. It's chocolate.
Yeah, it's just like it's like
basically
chocolate
like
pudding.
a chocolate custard
Yeah, it's like a chocolate pudding pie, right?
and whipped cream on top. Yeah.
Kind
So we made that 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We made a strawberry rhubarb pie
Ooh.
with a lattice crust.
Oh,
on
you did the
top.
lattice
I did
crust
that.
over there?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Matt, it was so good.
Do you have a picture? Do you have a picture of this pie? Did you put that pie in your do I just need to go to your Instagram? Is that what I need to do?
Probably. I'll just send it to you because it's not on my story anymore. It has expired.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Send me because I mean people are gonna want those pie pictures.
They need those pie pics.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay. We're gonna try this. So yeah, send me that. Let me see if we can get that.
I sent it via the Facebook messengers.
Via the Facebook Messenger. Those are. Oh, you remember those pictures of Buddy Joe you sent me last week?
Yes. They're so
Okay,
good.
here we go. We're gonna look at that. Look at that,
That was before it went in the oven.
man. And then after,
There it is.
Look
Yep.
at that.
Yep. A lot of people recommended a slice of strawberry rhubarb pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and I could not agree more.
100%. Yeah.
So we got to figure out what to name our bakery because people are into these pies.
All right, throw your Chloe themed bakery names in the chat right now. Other Dave Thomas came in right at the right time.
Perfect.
You know what you won't see at a gym, other Dave Thomas? This. This is why gyms will always be inferior to every other place. Because
my roommate's name is Stephanie. I have to make it clear. I could not be doing these pies without Stephanie.
Okay. Stephanie, good job.
Stephanie is crushing because she like figures out the recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Like she does all the recipe research, and then I just do like the. We make it together, but I do like I'm good at the decoration stuff.
Yeah,
particularly.
Yeah, King Senor in
Apple pie with
apple pie is good
cheese.
with chocolate ice cream or cheddar cheese. You put the cheddar cheese on top of the apple pie.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all this talk about baking, it actually leads kind of nicely into our first guest, having a little bit of technical issues. So unfortunately, we don't have visual, but I believe we have audio. Please welcome to the show, writer and baker, Terence Wiggins. Terence, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you 100%.
Look at that. We got it.
You're coming
I
through.
Literally just woke up. I'm going to explain why I'm late because it's really nerdy.
Please.
Terence, I want to make it clear. You do not have to explain anything to us. But if you would like to, please continue.
I was watching a wrestling pay-per-view last night and it went until midnight.
Yep.
And I went to bed at like 12:30, and then I rolled out of bed at literally 9:30, and I was using the bathroom, checking my email, and I was just like, I gotta do the show. So like I hurried up, not wearing pants, put on a non-pajama shirt, combed my hair, can't get my my camera to work.
Yeah, you didn't even need to do any of that.
You didn't even need to comb your hair, Terrence. But I'm glad you did. Honestly, Terrence, if you had one, like, that is the one excuse that we will take all the time. Like, we recently we have a little wrestling show here on 2MB. I don't know if you've heard of it. Probably. I mean, you probably have. It's pretty.
We're pretty big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. It's called Quarantine Action Wrestling, and it's basically comedians pretending to be wrestlers, and then those wrestlers are made in a video game, and then you see the wrestling happen, and it's pretty amazing.
That sounds right up my alley. So
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Do a little check out to Quarantine Action Wrestling, QAW. You can see it. Well, I mean, they're off for the summer. They just had their big Memorial Day pay-per-view on Saturday. So when you said pay-per-view, you know, it was, what pay-per-view were you watching? I'm not keep in mind, Chloe and I are not wrestling fans. We don't know. You could say anything and we would.
We're just gonna act impressed.
Yeah,
it was AEW Double or Nothing.
Oh yeah, that's David, who is the creator of Quarantine Action Wrestling. Was like Double or Nothing. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's maybe.
Oh, and we lost him. That's all right. I mean, here he's back.
Yep, there he is. Anything can happen on live television, folks.
Anything. Let's
hit
see.
Start cam, and it was just like, no, you're muted now. Anyway, my camera came back up, but now whatever.
Well, now we can see that there's a little, and we can see it move whenever you talk. So that does give it a very like we're talking to a living entity kind of thing that hates us. And no, he's
also Dave Thomas says they're not off for the summer, so I guess there's going to be
more. Oh, I'm sorry, David. I must have gotten wrong information. You can yell at me.
I was worried.
Yeah. We'll get the real deal on this when he's actually, David's going to be on the show much later, so we can we'll talk about
Terrence.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Hi, it's me. I've been here the whole time, but I don't apparently know how to use a computer, so
so Terrence, where are you calling us from this morning? Where
I'm currently residing in Norfolk, Virginia. It is 61 degrees and sunny. I don't know why I had to give you the weather report, but
because it's
all right.
Cold and rainy here in New England, so you're just kind of.
It's like also 60 degrees, but raining, so it feels much colder.
It rained all day yesterday, so y'all might be getting the storm that we got.
That must be it.
Shooting up the coast.
Just shooting up the coast. Terrence, do you want to be our weather correspondent?
I will.
We'll make you a little graphic that you can talk behind.
I'll have a weatherman's voice, like, coming up the coast. You've got the storm from Florida, and it's gonna.
Yes.
That's all we could ask for. So Terrence, you are you're a writer. You do some writing, but you also do some baking. I was looking at your you have a wonderful website where you can get cookie recipes.
Yes.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I was looking at that girlfriend cookie recipe.
A lot of people really like that one.
Yeah.
I think that'll work. That was mostly just for me, basically. Like I didn't sell recipes for you. I would just sell cookies, but I got a job where I couldn't bake as often. So it'd just be like, well, I'll just sell my recipes, and people really seem to enjoy that. So
that's such a good idea to be like, you know what? You can you can still have my cookies, but you have to make them yourself.
You do it. Teach a man to fish and all that.
Yeah. It's a do-it-yourself cookie kit.
Right. Yeah.
That you have to buy all the ingredients yourself.
Yeah. You just give me $2. I'll teach you everything.
Yeah. You still have to do it all, and it does not come with any ingredients.
Right.
Yeah. I love that. What would you say of the cookies that you have? What's your favorite one?
Probably the cinnamon roll cookies.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I really like that one. Like, I tried to make it years ago, probably like 10 years ago, and it didn't work out how I wanted. But through experience, I got better and figured out what I wanted to do with it and got it in one shot, and I was very proud of it. And then people seem to like it. So
yeah,
what
you're
people
like, I gotta
don't
write this down.
understand about baking is that, first of all, not every recipe on the internet is good.
No.
Let's make that clear right now. The first recipe, like if you're looking at a recipe and you're like, this is suspicious, it's probably not good.
Right.
Second of all, you have to bake something several times to figure it out.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot of extra baked goods.
Yes. I've been baking since I was a child. Like my parents both cook and bake, so I just kind of picked up stuff from them, and then I've watched cooking shows since I was 4 years old. Like,
nice.
So it's just like absorbing knowledge for years and then just kind of putting it in practice.
Do you have a favorite cooking show? Like, do you have like a certain like TV chef that?
Good Eats was my favorite. Like, I don't watch much anymore, but Good Eats was my favorite for years. And then Food Network got really like celebrity chef based.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't care about any of these people. I want to learn how to cook, not watch this person. Like, I'm making food for my husband now. And I'm just like, I don't care about your husband.
Give me good recipes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, yeah, these cookies I'm looking at the s'mores cookie bars.
Yeah, that was the last thing I created. Because
yeah.
I love s'mores, but also how many times are you going to be around a fire to make s'mores? So I hope this is the next best thing.
Right. Now, did you know that it was National Macaroon Day?
I did not know that.
Do you enjoy macaroons? Have you attempted macaroons?
I haven't. I'm not a big fan of them. Like, I'll eat them, but they're too light. Like, it's not something like, I feel like if I eat one macaroon, I'm just gonna eat 1,000 macaroons. Like, it's like cookie popcorn or something.
See, those are the little small ones, right?
I believe aren't there. Am I getting it wrong?
I'm talking about the
macaroons and macarons.
Yeah, am I getting them mixed up?
I think so, because the macaroons are the heavy coconut.
Oh yes, no, I've not actually had a macaroon. I've had a macaron, which I feel like that's really stupid to have this to cookies.
I mean,
they're not even. They're such opposite things.
Yeah,
one takes a lot of like very careful planning and putting together, and if one thing goes wrong, the cookie collapses, and the other one is just like, throw some coconut together, it'll be fine.
just smash a bunch of coconut together, you can get it. I'm looking it up on Google, and it says people also search for macaroni, and I'm just like, that's not.
It's completely different. A macaroni cookie would
though.
not be. I don't know about a macaroni cookie.
No.
No.
Like a cheese. It'd be like a savory biscuit,
right? Like some sort of weird cracker.
Trader Joe's has these amazing, or they used to have these amazing macaroons that had like the chocolate on the bottom. They're like the coconut, and then there's like this much chocolate like on the bottom of and it's oh my god, they're so good, good.
I'll have to search these out.
Yeah, that's your mission. Should you?
That's my Memorial Day mission.
Yeah, you should be able to find some macaroons on Memorial Day. Do you have any other plans today? Are you doing any sort of cookout or meetup with people today?
We just had our cookout yesterday. Like my family came over and we had hamburgers and hot dogs.
Nice.
So today is probably just lazing around. I was gonna do some baking today, but since I woke up so late, I'm kind of discombobulated. So we're gonna see how that goes. Might have to wait for the weekend, but yeah, playing video games probably.
Nice. You playing anything good right now? What's on the gaming docket for you?
Right now, I'm trying to beat the new Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
Then a game that just came out from PS5 called Returnal. Next up, and then I've got some other stuff that I need to beat because there's so many games coming out, and I'm just like I'm trying to like stop buying games and not beating them.
Man, that's my MO. Especially now that you can just buy games online, you don't have to go to a store and buy the games. You can just buy them sitting in your pajamas in front of the TV. It makes it so much easier to be like, I'll drop $40 on a game.
Right. That's like years ago, like when the PS4 first launched, I was just like, I don't have room for a bunch of discs and stuff, so I'm just going to buy all my stuff digitally. And it's really gotten me in trouble. Just like, I just have 4 games that I just bought and I haven't touched any of them.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
I do that with books.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people have that trouble with books.
It's a real problem. And I went to Porter Square Books, which is one of my favorite bookstores, to order some books through them. Because if you pick up at the store, there's no shipping fee. And then I was in there and the staff picks shelf was just right out there. And I couldn't, they were so gorgeous. The point is I spent $80 on books. And
like I just didn't want to pay shipping. That's all I didn't want to. If you would have paid shipping, you would have probably.
I'm trying to spend less money.
But I have not paying shipping has gotten me in trouble because like you'll go to a website and it's just like, hey, if you spend $35, you ain't got to pay for shipping. And you're just like, I could do that. There's just like, why is my cart $60? And you're like, I guess I'm just paying for it anyway.
Like, well, if I'm going to spend 30, I might as well spend 100.
Might as well get some more stuff in that order, you know.
I mean, that means I wouldn't have to pay shipping over 3 times. Like, that's not how shipping works. That's just So Terrence, do you have anything that like is coming up? Do you have any projects you're working on? Anything you're excited about coming out of the pandemic?
Starting a new podcast with my friend Zach. We recorded a couple episodes. We just haven't released it yet. Just it's called Man Howdy, like Boy Howdy, but grown up.
I love that
because like
the Boy Howdy for adults.
He wanted to do like a podcast, like because there's so much like men centric sort of stuff out there that's really bad and gross, and he wanted to do something that's not bad and gross. So we were coming up with names, and he said Boy Howdy, and then I was just like, what about Man Howdy? And he really got a kick out of that. So
history was made. The world will never be the same.
So we've got that coming up. But Zach's been busy like with work and stuff, so we're just trying to pick the right time to release it and all that. But that's probably the biggest thing I've got coming up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, besides my Indiegogo for baking, but I'm gonna actually post your
link tree here because you have all kinds of good links here. So here's that. Go check out Terrence. You can follow him on Instagram at The Black Nerd.
You can follow me on Instagram at Godspeed You Black Nerd.
I'm sorry, I meant Twitter.
Follow me on
I don't know why I said Instagram. I got Instagram on the brain.
It happens.
What's your Instagram again?
It is Godspeed You Black Nerd. That's the play on the band and the movie.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go. Well, Terrence, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope I hope your video camera eventually will start working again.
It seems to be working in Discord. I don't know. It's not working here. I'm not. If you want to see my face, just go to Twitter. I don't know what to tell you.
His face is all over Twitter.
It's everywhere.
All over.
not even just on my account. Other people.
Yeah, I mean, you can check out all of Terrence catfishes. People using Terrence to be a catfish.
Yeah, watch out on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder right now, so if anybody's using my face,
there you go. Keep an eye. Terrence, I hope you have a productive rest of your day. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, bye.
Well, what a delight!
Great.
I mean, even when your camera doesn't work, it's just a wonderful guy to chat with. Yeah, definitely check out his link tree. He's got a lot of good stuff there. If you're into cookie recipes, buy some of his cookie recipes.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what, it's worth it. It's worth it to pay for a cookie recipe because, like I said, not all recipes are good.
Yeah. Cookies don't just make themselves.
They don't just make themselves.
I mean, you could go to a store and buy some cookies, or you could have a little bit of pride in yourself and make them.
Work for those cookies.
Cookies taste better when you work for them.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's a fun, and like, it's a real good friend activity. I mean, that's how you find out who your real friends are, is how well you can make cookies together.
Really? Yeah.
Your the true self comes out when you're baking as a team. Got it.
So yeah, if you want to know the measure of a friend, bake cookies.
Measure you some flour and make some cookies. What's your go-to cookie to make, Chloe? If you had to make man, I'm just a sucker for a good old-fashioned chocolate chip.
Yeah, like one of those big old cafe chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I like the so I have to make them gluten-free, obviously, but if you get the Enjoy Life chocolate chips, they're like very, very tiny, which you're like, these chips are so small. But if you think about it, more surface area, all right? More chocolate for your tongue to taste. Surface area, you know?
Yeah. I get it.
It's good.
I'm a oatmeal raisin. I like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah, that was so
I'm a sucker for a good oatmeal raisin.
The girlfriend cookie on Terrence's website. So apparently there used to be this thing called a boyfriend cookie, which was basically, it was like a oatmeal raisin cookie recipe that, like, if a girl liked a boy, she would bake them.
Oh,
those cookies. The girlfriend cookie recipe is like it's barely even related to an oatmeal raisin cookie, but I think it would work if somebody made me those cookies. I'd be like, all right,
let's
I guess we can date.
Let's do this. All right, there you go. Now you know the way to Chloe's heart is through some cookies. Oh, chocolate chip with a little cayenne. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, Andrew. The strand roux.
That's my friend Andrew. He just got a new puppy.
Hi, Andrew. Oh, congratulations on your new puppy.
Her name is Evie, and she's perfect.
All right.
Little black and white puppy.
We're gonna need pictures of that, Andrew. So here's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna put a link to our Discord in the chat. And Andrew, it's your job now to go and join our Discord and go to the Hello World page and post some pics of that puppy.
Let's see that pup.
Here's the link here. Andrew, you know what you have to do.
Your mission, should
you choose, not even should you choose to accept it.
You have to.
You're legally obligated now. So we're going to just move right along because we've got our next guest in the wings waiting. He's very, very eagerly waiting. I think I might be bringing him on a little early, but that's all right. We're fine. And his camera's working. We've got one audio guest, one visual guest. Please welcome to the show, actor, director, artist Ben Kaye. Ben.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning. I got listen. Okay, first off, I just got to come right out the bat. Chocolate chip cookies are my jam. That's what I'm all about.
Good. You can't go wrong.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
I know. Call me basic. I love them. But I got to check out Terrence's cookies. They sound amazing.
I mean, they really do. And if you look at his website, there are so many cookie recipes. You could be making cookies for days.
I got it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. I also love your shirt. I just want to point this out.
Sure.
We're big dog fans here on the show.
I got countless pugs just hanging out.
Look at all those pugs.
They're doing the Lord's work, really, today.
So Ben, where are you calling us from this morning?
So, as you can tell from my accent, I'm calling from Chicago.
Right?
I know, it's great. Yeah, I'm calling from Chicago, bright and early, 9:15, on this beautiful Memorial Day.
Thank you for being here today.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, of course. No, it's any excuse to get up early in the morning. It's thrilling. But yeah, from London originally, but been in Chicago almost a decade now, which has been kind of wild. Yeah.
A decade. So you've been in Chicago for 10 years, huh?
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
I was in Pittsburgh before that. I was in New York before that, but Chicago is kind of home right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Wonderful. Sorry.
It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite U.S. city.
It's a good one. It's up there. I'm
it's
not
up
gonna.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned right before the show that Chloe and I are native Midwesterners, much like yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
But we lost our Midwestern accent, whereas you are still keeping yours
I'm hanging on for
very
dear
solid.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
Yeah.
It's a struggle every day. I gotta tell you, it's tough.
So, Ben, you have I want to talk about your podcast. You've got it right there in your name, just so I don't forget. And I appreciate that. I wish more guests would do that. Just put in parentheses what we're talking about so I can stay focused. Otherwise, I'll talk about everything on the shelf behind you.
And you
I'll talk about the pugs on your shirt.
Chloe, you were talking about just buying books. You can tell I have too many books. I love buying books. Reading them is a whole other issue.
Yes.
It's tough.
But they're so beautiful, and like they just feel good in your hands, and look at your shelf. It makes you look so smart, you know?
Like, I don't have any books behind me. All I have is something weird wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And I do not look nearly as smart as you do.
I have the books to make me look intelligent and the puppets to throw you off entirely as well.
And those are all puppets?
A lot of puppets and stuffed animals. A whole myriad of stuff up there.
Oh my gosh, Matt, we just did what we said we weren't going to do. We got distracted.
No,
I said you can go on for
I just want to hang out with Ben now. It's like, I just want to be like, Ben, let's hang out. Let's talk about books, but let's have the puppets talk about books.
We can make that happen.
Please tell us about Ben, movie the musical.
Yeah, you have a podcast where you talk about movies that have been made into musicals.
That is the basic premise. Yes.
I love that. There are so many out there. There are some that probably shouldn't exist.
Arguably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What would you say is your absolute favorite movie musical? Or
sure, yeah. And I'll also say up front, because I know musical theater can really be a big turnoff for a lot of people. And I want to say, I like to say that we are a musical theater podcast for film people and a film podcast for musical theater people. I like to say that we for example, yesterday we recorded an episode All About Eve, wonderful picture from 1950 that was turned into a musical called Applause. And we mainly talk about the movie. Like, it's, like, if you're worried about like a lot of like inside baseball musical theater talk, like sometimes that happens, yes, but we try to be sort of like equal-handed. But like, to answer your actual question, Little Shop of Horrors comes up a lot as one that is just like,
Yes.
you know, that original film. Like, it's okay. Like, if you're a big Roger Corman B-movie fan, maybe there's something in it for you. But like, Howard Ashman and Alan Menken took it and made it a really earnest, fun piece of musical theater that also critiques late-stage capitalism, and we love it. And it has a giant puppet in it. So what's not to love?
I tell you what, Little Shop of Horrors was the second musical I ever did in my life.
Amazing.
It was at my high school. I grew up in a small town in Illinois, and we did one musical a year. That was pretty much all we did. Right. First year was my freshman year was Sound of Music.
Sure.
And then my sophomore year, big departure from Sound of Music.
Big departure.
Little Shop of Horrors. And I remember like watching the movie with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin and Ellen Green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Such an amazing movie.
Yeah, we have a Patreon where we also have like a bonus podcast where we talk about the opposite, where we talk about musicals that have then been made into films, and we talk about that, the Frank Oz Little Shop film, which is kind of brilliant. It's like kind of maybe one of the best musical to film adaptations out there too.
That puppet, that animatronic plant was
I don't know if you know this. So the puppet, they couldn't figure out how to make it look realistic. So they essentially like filmed it at like half speed, and then they doubled it up for the film to make it look more realistic.
Really?
It's kind of a bonkers process that they went through.
What?
Yeah, so it's essentially like they filmed it at like 12 frames per second, and then they just doubled it up for the actual film.
That's crazy.
Movies are wild. They're just literal magic. I don't know how it happens.
Because that thing was like, I remember as a kid seeing that movie and seeing like a behind the scenes thing of that movie and seeing like the animatronics that went into that puppet with like the Tui lips and everything. Like just the movement they were able to make with that. And I was heartbroken when we saw the script of the actual musical, and we were like, wait, I'm sorry, spoiler alert for a musical that's been around for
but over 30
decades.
Years.
The plants win, like the Audrey 2 wins in the actual musical, and we're like I'm a sophomore in high school going, what the hell? What? And then when we did it, I was like, all right, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, sometimes the bad plant wins. You gotta accept that in life on occasion.
Yeah. Fantastic. So okay, so we've talked. Go ahead.
I want to put into you mentioned Alan Menken doing the music for this. For those of you who don't know, Alan Menken is the guy behind all of your favorite Disney songs. Like he did Little Mermaid, he did Beauty and the Beast, right? Like he did all of those.
Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Hunchback, Aladdin, like.
Then he did Little Shop of Horrors. He's got range.
He's a good guy. We're at semi-spoiler alert. So our next batch of episodes coming in like July, August. We're doing all the Disneys. We're doing all of the Disney films adapted into stage shows. So we're just gonna.
Oh God, there's so many of them.
We're gonna knock them out in one batch. The animated ones. We're doing the live action ones like Mary Poppins and Newsies. There's just a lot to, and I mean it's we're interested in just like the process, right? It's really just like a critical show about how these things are adapted, what they keep from the film, what they discard from the film, like what is a successful adaptation. I don't have an answer. We're trying to figure it out episode by episode.
Have you I know that you have a producers episode. Have you done anything on Young Frankenstein?
Not yet. No. We have the producers episode with the wonderful Rivka Reyes. We have a guest on every episode, so it's not just me and my wonderful producer Bran Moorhead. I love them a lot. And you can hear us like yammering on the Patreon, but we like to have a guest to sort of spice every episode up. But we haven't done Young Frankenstein yet. I know, and I have like a list of episodes and like shows that I want to cover, but I let the guests decide like what they want to talk about. I rarely, if ever, go to someone and be like, "Do you want to talk about this?" I'm usually either they'll come to me, like someone came up to me and was like, "I want to do Evil Dead the musical," and I'm like,
"That's such a good show. That's
it's
such
wild.
a good
It's
show.
a wild show. I'll give you that. It's a weird one. It's it's fascinating how you take that movie and make it sing.
I had the pleasure of seeing that show live. I didn't see I saw it was it was done in the town that I grew up in Illinois. Like one of the smaller theaters did a production of that, and
which one?
Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's sort of like a comedy take on the Evil Dead franchise. It's mainly based on the first two. Was there a lot of blood? Did they cover? Okay.
So much blood,
Sure.
like just bottles of it, all over the place.
And I mean, that's the fun thing as well, right? Because it's like every episode is like, like you'll get a horror movie, you'll get a Disney movie. We've done an episode on Grey Gardens, so we talked about like how you adapt a documentary into a musical. So it's been really cool to just go genre hopping, even while we're still staying in the world of musical theater.
Grey Gardens got turned into
a
musical?
Sure did. It is. It's good. There's some good stuff happening in there. It isn't like groundbreaking, but it's interesting. I'll give it that.
Well, it has to be. I mean, the source material is insane.
Yeah. It's bananas. I could pick an episode and literally talk for hours about it. I'm sure. I mean, that's literally what we do.
Yeah, I mean that's why you have a podcast, right?
Makes sense.
Yes, exactly. Where else am I gonna throw this nonsense?
So we've talked favorite. Now, what's the show that if you could put it into a fire and destroy it forever, what show would you do that to?
This is maybe a controversial thing.
Yes, for it.
I don't like the musical version of Mean Girls. I think the film is okay. I think there's some fun stuff happening, but I really think the musical. I think the worst is when just you're not really adding anything new, and I think Mean Girls is very emblematic of just like. Making a musical for the sake of making a musical. I really don't think they added anything new to that film that you wouldn't get from just watching the movie.
It's like, come on, Tina Fey, you don't need to.
And it's interesting because she wrote it, because she adapted the musical. So that's always interesting as well when someone comes back to readapt their own material. Yeah, like sometimes it works, like the producers, like Mel Brooks adapted that, and it arguably works better on stage.
It really does. Yeah,
and Mean Girls is just like I'd like to say it's a complete nothing burger of a thing. It's like
you're biting into the bun. There's no filling.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
It's like, this is just bun. I don't want to eat just bun and ketchup.
Listen, I like bread. This is literally a show of. Oh, okay. Also, I forgot about this. Too much bread, no such thing. This is
thank you.
The whole entire conceit of this studio. Just what is happening?
Yeah, no, you figured it out. You figure like that's. It's an ironic title. It's
okay, great, good. Just
we love bread.
Amazing.
I mean, I have to do gluten free.
But like, if you're expecting some meat in there, and then you're like. Then you're just like, oh, why are they saying fetch on stage? This has nothing to do with anything, and that's Mean Girls the musical, in a nutshell.
Did you see Legally Blonde the musical?
I did. And Legally Blonde is. I've seen very good productions of it, even though again that's another one where I think the adaptation. It's tough because a lot of the shows we talk about are obviously they're written for Broadway. And Broadway can be really good, but it's also fantastically mainstream. So there's a lot of flattening out of material. There's a lot of broadening of material. Yeah. So that can really be tricky in adaptation, where you're like taking something and just taking all the subtlety out of it. It's been very interesting sort of going through episode by episode where me and Brand, the producer and editor, were sort of just like, musicals are weird. We're just like, I wouldn't call us like musical diehards. Like, we are not afraid to like call out something like lovingly and critically. Like, we're not afraid to be like, this isn't really that great, is it? So there is a healthy dose of love for the subjects that we're talking about, and also like if we see something that doesn't really seem that great, we're gonna say it. We're not gonna we're not gonna like hide behind like being nice. Like I think it's important to be critical on occasion, and that's what we like to do.
Which is important. Like you can't I don't know that I would be able to listen to something where it was just like no matter what, this is the best thing ever. It's like, okay,
but no, Legally Blonde is nice, and there's some some of those songs are a bop, absolutely. Like there's some real gems in there, no question.
So here in a little bit, actually, our next guest that's coming on after you is our dear friend David Thomas, and we're going to be talking a little bit about Dear Evan Hansen, about
my boy, Dear Evan Hansen, my buddy.
The film version of the musical. So so looking at it the other way, so musicals that they've then turned into film. What do you think is like? Do you think it's gone too far? Do you think we need to stop doing it? Like, I'm a big fan for the big movie musicals.
For sure, and it's interesting. There's a lot of stage to film adaptations happening this year. We got In the Heights, we got Dear Evan Hansen, we got another West Side Story coming out later this year.
Do you think is necessary? Do you think another West Side Story is necessary?
Listen, the original West Side Story is good. It'd be nice to have a film version that doesn't have brownface. I'll say that.
That's a
to be fair.
To be fair, yes.
Yes, that's maybe the biggest demerit I can give that original film, which is otherwise a masterpiece. So I don't know. But I would say it's interesting because I feel like most stage-to-film adaptations are not very good these days. There isn't really a good sense of pacing and editing and framing that's happening. I would say like Chicago, the musical of Chicago, is a really great example of a good one. I really like the film of Hedwig and the Angry Inch too. That's kind of like my go-to of like a really brilliant stage-to-film adaptation. I've heard great things about In the Heights. I think that's gonna be good. Dear Evan Hansen, though, I gotta say, it looks like a moody, introspective teenage drama, and it doesn't look like a musical. And I know we've only got like a trailer, but I'm very curious to like see like how they actually make this thing look like a musical. Because I feel like studios are so shy of musicals. Like they don't even like to telegraph that they are even like advertising a musical. Like it's bewildering to me. Like wear your heart on your sleeve. But also I also just don't think we need a Dear Evan Hansen film. And that's really at the end of the day, like I think like I'm sure people will see it. People love the show, and I do not begrudge them for that. I have my own issues with the thing. I think Ben Platt is a very talented fellow. I wish that at least like one more person from hair and makeup could have like taken a look and been like, sure, are you sure? This, and I don't know. I don't like getting into like drama like this, but he was like. There was like a deleted tweet where he was like, if you think I look silly, go watch Grease. And I'm like, Grease is not a serious drama. Grease is like a very ridiculous 50s pastiche of it.
And they were all old in Grease.
Yeah,
like,
and also,
everybody was old in Grease.
No one's saying that they looked good. That is not a defense. But I don't know, whatever. He's a talented fellow, I'm sure, and he sings those dang songs great. Who knows? I am skeptically optimistic, but we will be covering it on our Patreon, so I have to see it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I remember going and seeing The Producers, the new one that they made with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. I remember I was in the UK. I was in Liverpool. It was around Christmas. I was like, I was a little homesick, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I want to go see this movie, and I went and saw it by myself. And I was like, I'm so excited because I had listened to it, and I love the musical. I love the music, and I sat and I watched this, and I was like, what the F is this? Like within the first when they cut King of Broadway from the beginning, I was like, that was it. I was like, the rest of the movie, I was like,
yeah, it's and again, like it's Susan Stroman who again directed the stage show and did a wonderful job. Not everyone knows how to direct a movie, and I think that's okay. I think that's fine because that movie it's stuck between like trying to capture the stage show and trying to be a movie, and it's really tough. But I don't know, it's fun. I mean, it's still The Producers. You're still gonna have
the Producers.
Our time,
it's still Will Ferrell doing Haben Sie gehört das deutsche Band.
Sure.
And to me that was
great.
one of the best parts of the movie.
He is the best part of the movie in my estimation. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch Nathan Lane do anything. I love Nathan Lane. But I'm hot and cold on Matthew Broderick. I'm like, okay, he's okay.
Yeah.
Ben, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, of course. Thank you for having
please
me.
check out @Movie the Musical on Twitter. Let's see. Once again, I'm going to put the @Movie the Musical link tree up here so you can get all those beautiful links.
So many links. Just a whole tree of links.
Whole tree of them.
We got them.
Whole tree.
You can support them on their Patreon and get some extra bonus episodes. All good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, I hope again, find an episode about a movie or a show you like, give it a listen, and maybe you'll enjoy yourself. I hope.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ben. Enjoy the rest of your day, and tell Chicago we said hello.
I'll see what they say.
Okay.
They're still waking up, but I'll see what they say.
Don't talk to them until after they've had their coffee.
Yeah.
We don't
and
want to.
then shout out the window.
Absolutely. I'm gonna yell at the lake right now. That's
yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben. Have a great
Matt.
day.
Thanks, Chloe. You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what a delight.
Such a delight. Just a really fun, really fun conversation there. Ben Kaye, really cool dude. We've had some fun people on the show today, and our next guest is no different. Our next guest is a person that has been on our show many times. He is a staple of not just Hello World, but 2MB as a whole. He is, one would say, the step cousin of 2MB. Please, I don't know. That just came out.
Kind of related.
Please welcome to the show, David Thomas. I don't know why step cousin came out.
Yeah, I was like, at first, I was like, where's he going with this intro? And then I was like, oh, that's pretty nice of him. And I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know, David. Sometimes the feelings I have towards you can't really be put into words without,
it's very
weirdness
emotionally
happening. It's very emotional.
confusing.
Yeah, it's very. No, I get it. It's okay. Thanks for having me. Normally,
It happens all the time.
Yeah, normally I would say history buff, but this isn't really history, is it?
No, we're not. We're not talking history today. We had a little preview of the of what we were going to be chatting about. Rachel, our wonderful producer, Rachel, has been on a tear over the course of the last couple weeks about this Dear Evan Hansen movie.
Yeah.
I finally watched the trailer, and now I kind of understand.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but I've seen pictures of his forehead everywhere, and I get it. I get the whole age thing.
I'm just going to bring up a picture of Ben Platt here, and David, we're just going to let you do your thing here. Look at this guy.
Yeah, we're doing him and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have criticized Dear Evan Hansen for their casting choice, but personally, I think it's very brave of them to have their high schooler lead role played by a World War II submarine captain. Look at Ben Platt. He looks like he survived mustard gas attacks.
Oh no, man!
Ben Platt's so old, he lost his virginity in a lighthouse.
Okay, to be fair though, that would be pretty rad.
It would be pretty rad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just associate lighthouses with being old. I don't know.
Yeah, they're defunct now. They're not. Most lighthouses are not functional because we have the technology.
Right. Ben Platt doesn't wear pants. He wears trousers. And he's such a wiener. Look at him. I'm convinced that I was a bully in a past life because whenever I see this idiot, I want to shove his head in a toilet and take his lunch money.
Yeah.
It's me, but I want to punch him in the face so bad. He's like if Michael Cera he's Michael Cera's final form. It's but upon the release of Dear Evan Hansen's first trailer on May 18th of this year, the casting of Platt as Evan Hansen and the appearance of the film's version of the character received a bunch of criticism, with viewers commenting that he, at age 27, was too old to play a high schooler. Of course, he dismissed the response, comparing his age to those of the actors who played high school students in Grease, like you all were talking about. And yeah, I don't know if comparing yourself to John Travolta is the best way to say that you don't look old, dude.
Yeah, there's a picture of him in the actual musical next to someone else that is also playing a high school student.
Yeah, right. Like, don't compare yourself to John Travolta when you're trying to say I don't look old. Like, John Travolta always looks like somebody else dressed up as John Travolta. Like, John Travolta looked like somebody skinned Bruce Willis and stuffed it with pork.
Oh man, that's an image.
Oh my God.
Ben Platt came out to his family when he was 12. Not that he was gay, but that he was Benjamin Button and actually 90. In 2017, Platt was named on the annual Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world of sad virgins. He's like if New Balance shoes became a person.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh God.
He looks like he always wants to show you this yo-yo trick he does.
Hey, I can walk the dog.
I know. He's that nerd who like wears shorts outside in the winter and it's snowing.
Mhm.
I don't know. He may have been huge on Broadway, but he looks like he's never been huge during sex for more than 6 seconds.
Damn. Ooh. Ooh.
But how? He's only 27, but how does he look so fucking old? His crow's feet have the same shoe size as Shaquille O'Neal. He is the youngest Tony Award winner for Best Actor ever, and the youngest person to have rickets.
Oh no.
He makes Clint Eastwood look like the Stranger Things kids. Casting him as a high schooler is like casting Anthony Hopkins as the lead in a Home Alone remake. The Wet Bandits is what he calls his pants if he stands up too fast. And ironically, now he can't be home alone without a nurse present.
Oh, that's David's pitch for the new Home Alone reboot. Oh,
Oh God, please make that movie.
Yeah.
Someone please make that movie.
Can you imagine Anthony Hopkins with
yeah. It's set like the original Home Alone still happened, but Anthony Hopkins is now a grown up Macaulay Culkin.
oh my God, yeah.
And he gets left at home by all his grandkids.
That is your happy laugh in the background.
Huh? Yeah, that was Abby laughing in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Ben Platt. I don't know.
Oh, his co-star there, wasn't she? She was in She's Good. I feel like I recognize her, but I don't know her name. So.
I was this many years old when I discovered that Ben Platt was the dude from Pitch Perfect.
That's all. That's the only thing I know him from. That's
Yeah.
it.
I was looking it up this morning and I was like, oh, it's that guy.
He's also in what is it, The Politician on Netflix, where Gwyneth Paltrow plays his mom. I've watched a couple episodes.
He played the Cups in Pitch Perfect. He was the Cups in Pitch Perfect. He was the Cups. So I think we'll let Ben Platt have a little bit of a rest. I think he's
a little bit of a breather.
He's earned it. Your next victim here, David, is this is another interesting casting choice. There's Tom Holland, and there's Nathan Drake, the person that he's going to be playing in the Uncharted movie that is coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the film adaptation of the video game Uncharted. I mean, obviously, the first thing, he's so young. Look at he looks like he needs help spelling the word grandma.
They probably should have switched Tom Holland and Ben Platt for these roles.
I mean,
what if Nathan Drake was geriatric? No. Tom Holland's so young, the catering on set for Spider-Man was Chuck E. Cheese. And personally, I think it's gonna be real difficult for Nathan Drake to pull off those stunts when he's wearing Velcro shoes.
They're light up.
Velcro.
Right? I don't get it. Tom Holland's the oldest looking baby I've ever seen. He makes Zendaya look like Viola Davis. And he's so tiny but ripped, and it's so creepy. He's like those weird 8-year-old Russian bodybuilder kids. He mixes creatine into his apple juice. He gets a timeout for doing steroids. I don't know why I wrote that.
Because steroids are bad.
Oh, right.
You would be in a timeout
Right.
if you did steroids.
Yeah. 10 minutes on the corner. They waited until after filming Avengers Endgame to tell him that Santa Claus wasn't real. He looks like he pulls his pants all the way down to pee at a urinal.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, man, yeah.
I still do.
Right. In that he is a human. That's why he looks that way. He makes Butters from South Park seem like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And also, Tom Holland's not cool. Like, Spider-Man is not cool. That's his entire point. You know who is cool? Nathan Fillion. Nathan Drake was designed after Nathan Fillion, and then they make a movie about Nathan Drake, and they don't cast Nathan Fillion. Casting Tom Holland as Nathan Drake is like getting Meryl Streep to star in a Waluigi biopic. That'd be like me spending my entire career working so hard to make a Mike Tyson movie. And it's like, and I worked for years, and it's finally happening, and they're like, all right, David, we're doing it. Who's going to play Iron Mike? And I was like, we got to get Shailene Woodley. I don't know who put up that one. I don't really buy
up who Shailene Woodley is.
Shailene Woodley is the actress from the Divergent series.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's also now, I think, engaged to Aaron Rodgers.
She is first thing that popped up when I looked
quarterback
up Shailene Woodley
of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, not a good choice. That was 100% right word. Right name there.
When I was writing that last night, I had to do my creepiest Google search ever, and it was just young, attractive actresses. And I was like, uh-oh.
Did you do it in a incognito window, or was this?
I did not.
Okay, well then that takes a little bit of the stink off of it.
Yeah,
if you're not doing it in incognito, then it's fine.
Okay. I don't really buy Tom Holland's whole good boy image either. Like his whole like I don't get. I am so bashful and everything. Like I don't buy it. He's got skeletons. Like I think Tom would get Me Too'd, but he can't count to 2 yet.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's what I got.
Well, did you see Tom Holland do the Rihanna?
Yeah,
the Rihanna lip sync.
I did.
Like one of the big. Maybe they'll have some sort of dance scene in Uncharted.
Oh God, I hope so. I hope it's just like part of his contract now that he has to dance in every single movie he's in.
Yeah, he might be like like Sam Rockwell always dances in all of his movies. He's just like Ike Charleston, and everybody has to know
it. Yeah, I'd watch Sam Rockwell Charleston for a while. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, Sam Rockwell's finest work is in the Tucci Gang video from Saturday Night Live, where they take the song Gucci Gang,
Mm-hmm.
and then they turn it into Tucci Gang. It's a song about Stanley Tucci.
What?
Sam Rockwell dresses up as Stanley Tucci and just busts a move.
Wow. Okay.
Well, now I know what I'm watching right as soon as this show is over.
Ditto. Exactly.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
David, are you doing anything for Memorial Day today?
I am going to go to the gym
Mm-hmm.
and then see what happens.
Is it open? Is your gym open on Memorial Day?
You know what? I was supposed to ask yesterday and I forgot. Is yours not?
It's not.
Uh-oh.
It's like, as a personal trainer, like, holidays don't exist to me because most of the time, like, most holidays besides like Christmas and New Year's, we are open, and so people take their day off to go to the gym.
Right.
And so it's really bad, but I'm never sure if my place of business is open on certain holidays, but it is not open because I had to check because my Monday clients were asking me, should we come in? And I was like, oh yeah. Probably not.
No, I'm not, because I remember asking my gym, like, well, they'll have a thing up and it's like, oh, Christmas hours. And I'm like, but they're like, their holiday hours are like, we're closing at 6.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So we'll see.
Well, if your gym is closed, David, just go find one of those really big tires, and then you can just flip that a few times. Like the strongman competitions.
I'm gonna go into the woods and keep walking until I find a tire. Thank God.
Or a bear. You're in Virginia. You know, maybe you walk into the woods, you find a bear, you wrestle the bear, and that's really all the workout you do.
Yeah. Oh my God. I might have to fight cicadas. That's what we got.
Are they out? Have they emerged?
They have emerged, but like right on the line. Like if you drive north like a half hour, you'll be like knee deep in them. But here, like we're mostly okay. So, but like sometimes you'll see them in like I don't know. They're like that big.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, they won't hurt you. Like I don't believe they bite or sting or anything.
No, they're just big and gross
and creepy looking. Like they look just.
They're very loud.
Yeah.
They're louder than a lawnmower.
Well, stay safe from the cicadas, David. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for your service.
Of course. Good to see you both.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, God. My sides hurt.
Just to be clear, Benjamin Platt and Tom Holland, incredibly talented humans.
Yeah.
We wouldn't roast them unless we adored them. But I cannot describing Ben Platt as a New Balance shoe that came to life. Is the most it's true.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real. It is real. I watch I put off watching that Evan Hansen trailer.
Roasted
for a while. Yeah. Oh, hello, Tomato Surprises.
It's Tomato Surprises. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. What a fun show this has been. It started off a little rocky with some tech stuff, but we got it figured out and we pulled it out.
We had a good time. We always have a good time.
Yeah. So huge thanks to Terence Wiggins and Ben Kaye for joining us today. We still have a couple things we need to do. We have our trivia question. But before we get to that, let's do some birthdays. Today's happy birthday. Happy birthday to Walt Whitman. It's his birthday today. Brooke Shields and Colin Farrell.
What a collection of humans.
What a collection there, right? What a trio. And then rest of the week, let's see. Tomorrow, Morgan Freeman, Heidi Klum, and Alanis Morissette all have birthdays. Wednesday, Charlie Watts. He's the drummer for the Rolling Stones. Dana Carvey and Wayne Brady. Thursday, Anderson Cooper, and then Friday, Horatio Sands and Angelina Jolie.
It's Gemini season, baby.
Gemini season, baby. Only for a few, it's till what, June 22nd?
Yeah, roundabouts. Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
my birthday's on the 26th, and I'm a Cancer, so I just missed Gemini by a few days. So then he was Bullseye. I recall liking Colin Farrell, and then he was Bullseye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a weird Bullseye too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he was also in the Fantastic Beast movies as the bad guy. He's all over the place. Brooke Shields was born in Feb, though. Well, I mean,
what?
According to the website I looked at, it said it was her birthday
Misinformation.
today. So sorry, Allison, if you have information that I don't.
Please.
I can only go by what I find on the internet.
Birthday drama.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields, when's her birthday?
We're doing it. We're checking it out. I spelled her name completely wrong.
That's okay.
She still looks great.
May 31st.
It says May 31st. Maybe one of her kids was born in
May 31st, 1965.
Goodness gracious. She
Let's
sells,
do this trivia here. Who is older than Brooke Shields? A. Mila Jovovich, Nicole Kidman, Cindy Crawford, or whoever Chris Henchy is. Who do you think is older than Brooke Shields?
Probably Nicole. Yeah, I would go with David Thomas on this one.
Yeah, I would say Nicole Kidman. Any other guesses from the chat?
Because Nicole Kidman is a witch who stays young with spells.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Well, let's check. Nicole Kidman. No, she's younger. It was Chris Henchy.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
They're pretty close, though. Pretty close.
And this is a whole game here. Maybe we'll do that next time. Maybe we'll do that for the next show.
Yeah.
So let's real quick go to our trivia here. We've got a few minutes left. So our fact today was in 1992, the last episode of Night Court aired on NBC. So our trivia question is: Judge Harry Stone, played by Harry Anderson, was obsessed with what jazz vocalist? And we actually had someone in the chat earlier.
Oh, they guessed it?
Get the right answer.
So which it's not Robert Goulet.
It's not Robert Goulet. Let's see. Who is it? Any other guesses in the chat? Doesn't look like people are guessing, but that's okay. They're just a little bit behind. That's all right.
They're discussing Christopher Thomas Henchy.
And they're discussing who Christopher Henchy is. Who is
Was it Billie Holiday?
'Twas Billy. It's not. It is not Billie Holiday. It is, in fact, Mel Torme, a.k.a. the Velvet Fog.
The Velvet Fog?
That was Mel Torme's nickname, was the Velvet Fog.
That sounds terrifying and beautiful.
Right? Harry Anderson was a big Mel Torme fan, so he put that into his character of Harry Stone, who was huge into Mel Torme. There's Mel Torme right there.
Oh my goodness! Hello, hello, Mel.
Right. There's your answer, and Abe's Exodus. Guessed it right off the bat earlier in the show. Yeah, right there.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, everybody, that's our show. Thanks for watching today. Happy Memorial Day. Stick around tonight on 2MB. I'm actually competing for the first time on That Sounds Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I think you're gonna do great.
Well, I'm glad you have faith in me because I really don't.
Not with that attitude.
Well,
You
I'm
go
going to try
practice
to
right
make
now,
myself.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at myself in the mirror all day and try to say smart things to myself to make
Things that
myself seem as
sound
smart as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us this whole year. This
my
show
God.
is so amazing. I get so excited about talking to our guests, and it's just such a great way to start the week, and I've had so much fun.
Yeah, and honestly, this whole year has gotten me to hang out with Chloe more than I ever have before. So I mean, it has all around been a win-win. On a sad note, tonight is the last episode of Run On. Run On will be having its very last episode tonight. I will be there. I'm excited. I've been out for the last few weeks because of a job, but I got tonight off so I could be there and bid the show a fond farewell. So tune in tonight, starting at 7. We've got That Sounds Right with myself, Christina Smars, and Gary Peterson. So it's going to be a weird, goofy show.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah. Poof is taking Memorial Day off. And then we've got Run On starting at 9. So tune in later tonight. It'd be nice to see you. And hey, follow and subscribe if you haven't already.
Please do.
We love the following and the subscribing. We're up to we're just over 1,200 followers, which is awesome. We want to keep that number going up. Chloe, do you have any final words of wisdom for us tonight or this morning?
Well, first of all, wear party hats. They're great. Second of all, if it's your birthday, you should get to spend that day however you want to spend it. You know, like really enjoy being yourself. And if you don't want to have a party, you don't have to have a party because it's your birthday. You can take a bath instead. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. It's your birthday.
It's your day. And no one can say anything about it.
So true. So true. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye, world.